This SNES has still seen better days. I got it in a lot of broken consoles on eBay, and frankly it looks like somebody ran it over with a truck. Last time though, I figured out that all that was wrong with it, electronically at least, was a broken DC power jack, and I was able to get the system working by wiring up this USB PD trigger board that allows me to run the console seamlessly at its original voltage over USB-C. But this isn't really a fix, is it? Now I've just got this board flapping around by the wires back here, so we need something to hold it in place. Ideally this would be some kind of back panel similar to the original to allow for a clean install, but it doesn't appear that that exists. Poking around the internet, I was able to find a couple of designs, but none that were compatible with my board. The only make that appeared to actually use anything by Adafruit was for the SNES Junior, which is certainly compelling, but doesn't help us much here. So I decided, with all of my zero 3D modeling experience, to install Autodesk Fusion and attempt to mash the models together. After several hours of no tutorial raw dogging the whole thing, I was actually able to come up with something that I thought might work, so I shot it off to the library to utilize one of my 2 free 3D prints per semester. A couple of days later, I had an honest-to-God thing in my hands, and I was genuinely really happy with how it came out. Until I attempted to actually fit it, and realized that I completely forgot to take into account the height of the SNES board. This design so catastrophically doesn't fit that it actually made it clear to me that if I wanted to make my dream a reality, I would need to do a lot more prototyping. So, I stole the 3D printer. Yes, this printer is not mine, but I have it. No further questions. After a slight learning curve, I was able to crank out a few more variations, but even with the height problem solved, I started fouling depth-wise on the heat shield for the 7805, so it was time to go back to the drawing board. We can make some room for ourselves by removing the RF modulator. I didn't do this initially because I wanted to see if I could get away with it, but it's definitely the right move. It serves no purpose today when RGB exists, later models didn't even include one, and it's redundant anyway since the multi-AV out can already output RF. Even with all these space savings though, I still ended up opting to mount the board upside down so I could keep the actual USB-C port closer to the center. This is the final product I ended up with, and I'm overall relatively happy with how it turned out. This one, at least, will actually install, and how cool is that? We now have a real USB-C port that we can just plug straight into, making for a fully functioning console. Still though, I consider this more of a first working prototype. I should have removed this post and not this one for starters, so I need to fix that, but also, unbeknownst to me, almost every SNES back panel STL apparently uses the Super Famicom design, meaning there are these awkward gaps around the side here. So I'm gonna keep tinkering in the background, but in the meantime, I think we should take a look at doing something about this shell. Do you agree? What do you think I should do with this thing next?